What's up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today is going to be a lot of good information. A lot of new information was talked about in the recent primetime live stream. They went over a lot of new Duviri stuff as well as future plans for Warframe. So this is one of those videos where you got to go ahead and grab your snacks and grab a drink because you're going to be excited on what they talked about. Now, they had a Reddit AMA, which is like a Reddit section where people ask them questions and the devs would go through people's questions and give answers. And a lot of questions that were asked were pretty good ones, which sparks a lot of I should say excitement and hope for Warframe. But before we get into that, I want to tell you that I will be live streaming the release of Duviri Paradox. It is releasing on April 26th. They're going to have it to where even if new players enter Warframe, they can start with Duviri Paradox. There's a new custom intro for those new players. But if you are already an experienced player in Warframe, they're going to have a separate mode where we can go through it from our it's in the Angels of Zeramin. I don't know if you can choose it from your codex, but you'll be able to select that quest as well as switch back and forth between both Warframe and Duviri Paradox. They're the same game. Think of it as like another mode, just like how we have Cal's missions. There's it's just another mode for Warframe, which is a lot, and they have a lot of nice new things that we can gain from this mode, as well as new weapons and battle systems that they're introducing. Now, to start off is the new Incarnon weapons. These weapons are a new type of weapons that they gave us with the Angels of Zeramin update. Now, there's a few of them. They all have to do a certain condition in which they can evolve, but they add bonus perks to these weapons. They went over that I think they will be on a weekly rotation. So you choose the weapon you want, you do the missions to gain that Incarnon adapter for that weapon. But the Incarnon adapter works one per weapon. So if you want it for each of the forms of the Lato or each for the form of the Paris, you're gonna have to grind multiple Paris Incarnon adapters. But that's good because it gives more grind to Warframe like they're known for. Second thing that they are adding, and we already know this, is the Kaith. The Kaith is our new mountable companion. It's a new way of transportation in Duviri Paradox, but they did ask Rebecca and Megan that yes, you are able to use our Pegasus outside of that update. So you're going to see a lot of flying Pegasus in Cetus and Fortuna and Deimos, which is going to be amazing. I know the Pegasus, just like our Archwing, also has abilities that I'm excited to see how that's going to shape up the battle mechanic in Warframe, as well as the Intrinsics. No, the Drifter's weapon cannot be used on a Warframe, but the Drifter's weapons seem to all be representing a weapon that already exists for Warframe, so you'll just have to grind out that way if you want that Warframe or if you want that weapon for your Warframe. Next is that with getting high intrinsics, you are able to play as the Stalker. So one of the categories, make sure you scroll all the way down at the bottom. It's a level 10 intrinsic level thing, I think. But yeah, you want to max these out because you do get to play as the Stalker, and they classify him as a new Warframe. Another new system that they're adding is a new way to gain Warframes. Now, this is crazy and good for the same reasons. There's nothing bad about this, but players do have another route to grind for Warframes if they don't want to do the Warframe path where you do the assassination mission for the boss. But they do make it still challenging. You have to go through these certain missions, I guess, to it's like a battle pass almost for your Warframe. You do have a rotation for it, so every rotation a different Warframe will be placed in the pool. But the cool thing for this is that for new players, it gives them another way to gain a Warframe. For old and experienced players, it gives us a easier way to get those Warframes. Say, since we're experienced, now we have a way to want to use the Hemless system a lot more because we have this way that can give us our Warframes. So a lot of people new to the Hemless system would benefit from this, which is good. Not only are they having that be the case, they will be a reward system for how often you do complete these missions to unlock these Warframes. It's just like how we use our Helmless system and eat Warframes. There's that bar that fills up that rewards us with new moves. But yeah, moving on, they did say that for our Necromech, there will be a future Necromech based mode. So I'm excited for that one because, you know, more modes in Warframe increases the size of it, which I love how the complex is getting, but it is still a beauty. Necromechs is very slept on unless you do Railjacks or, you know, Eidolon hunting. So I'm going to be excited for them to show some more love for this Necromech. Maybe we might get a Warframe attached to that, or maybe more Necromech skins when it comes out to that season, but we'll just have to find out. Moving on to the next topic is that this story mode for Duviri Paradox, if you just primarily focused on the story alone, it would be about 2 hours long. So if you did want to do the story only mode, that's how long you're going to be expecting. You can save during the progress. It's not like the new war to where they tell you you got to dedicate 6 hours to do this quest. You are more than welcome to leave, and if you played Warframe before, you can, you know, leave Duviri and do your regular Warframe stuff and then come back to it. But yeah, it'll be 2 hours long, just story primarily, or just story alone. The next thing they talked about was the new skins that we will be receiving. Starting off with Gauss Deluxe. I'm excited to see this one because Gauss is a very sick Warframe. I love him a lot. A lot of players use him. So I'm curious on how they're going to show some love to our boy. Yoreli Deluxe is also a skin that they are working on. We might see these in the future, but I'm curious because Yoreli does have her Aqua Blades and Morena. So that means those two companions are going to have different alternate forms as well. So I'm curious on how they're going to go with that. And then third, we have Sevagoth Deluxe. Now Sevagoth, just like Yoreli, has that bootlegged Susano form. I don't want to call it bootlegged because that form is broken. It's amazing. But yeah, that means that form is also going to get another look to it if Sevagoth gets a new deluxe skin. And I don't think he has any skins, just one different helmet. So it's about time that they're showing love to our boy. But another thing is that Tenogen is also going to release soon, so there's more skins on the way. Cross-play chat seems to be more in development, so we're going to be able to just, you know, use the party chat, so we don't have to use outside options like Discord to chat. But that's just a quality of life for console players, I feel, to have that game chat mode in. Crossplay trading is also in development, so it's good to know that that's going to be a feature that we're receiving. Now we're getting into the good stuff, and these were questions more so from the AMA on Reddit. So these are the confirmations from the developers giving us this. So these aren't leaks, these aren't rumors. We just got to wait with time to see the visual image of what they're talking about. So let me, you know, move on to what you guys want to know. To start off, we're possibly, look, I'm not even gonna say possibly, we will be getting new faction leashes incorporated into Warframe. Someone did ask a question stating, will we get, you know, an infected leech or maybe a sentient leech added to our game, and they confirmed it. And I think just like how you see the progression with the open worlds, how we went from Cetus to Fortuna to Deimos, then to now we get Duviri Paradox, they're gonna go from the Kuva Leech to the Tennis Sisters to the Infected. And he kind of teased it in his response as well, that Infected might be the next captain system that we're gonna get. And with the new faction leash systems, we're gonna see things like the new bosses. Of course, that means there's gonna be new weapons. So the Void one, the sentient one, is crazy because there are weapons like the Shidu that represent sentient weaponry. So I wonder how they're gonna go along with that one. But with the new leech systems, we can also expect new ephemeras. Each certain Kuva leashes do drop ephemeras. They have a 20% chance. When I do live stream, that's what I'm doing right now for the Tenant Sisters. But I'm excited for new ephemeras, as well as potential extra rewards. And I say this because the Kuva leash didn't really have it, but the Tenant Sisters, when you did those, you would get a free mechanical companion. So I don't know if they might continue this pattern or get rid of it, but we can possibly see extra reward drops from taking down these bosses. So I'm excited for that. Next is in-game. Now, Warframe in-game has been a topic always talked about, and they just confirmed that there is no in-game for Warframe, which is good. I'm glad Warframe is going to keep going no matter what. But yeah, they basically told us that they already have 5 years of planned content already ready. So we are going to be seeing Warframe for sure for 5 years, and they are already they got the lore set up ready, they got the updates ready, they already got the next 5 Warframes in line. So that's exciting. I'm curious on what those can be, as well as they said that we're going to see more of Stalker. Now this excited me because if you guys seen my previous video, I talked about the potential and the excitement of Duviri Paradox, because this is the furthest point in the lore that we know for Warframe. So anything that's new is going to be beyond Warframe and beyond what a lot of players know. So I'm excited for how they can expand the storyline. One particular character still exists, and his name is Hunhao. Hunhao works with the Stalker. So when the devs said that we're going to see more of the Stalker in the future, it kind of got my brain kind of, rotating, thinking that, is this going to go in that path to where we're going to eventually fight Hunhao? The Lotus is still scared of her daddy. So the next thing is that there will be a dev stream on the 28th of April, 2 days after the release of the Duviri Paradox. They're probably going to go over and review a lot of the stuff that came with the update, and maybe even tease the echoes of Duviri Paradox like they always do. But yeah. And saying that, I will be live streaming this event on the 26th. So if you guys are trying to join in my squad and check out the live and meet with your fellow Tennos and, just to check out our reactions and stuff, I will be live streaming on my YouTube. So be sure to follow and hit the subscription bell so you can be notified every time we go live. But that's what I wanted to cover in today's video. That was the dev stream, or the prime time actually, and they went over a lot of information. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and yeah, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Keep it that grind, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.